Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in this one we're going to be doing the best Cetitan build on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for raids. Let's start off with how to get the Cetitan. Now, if you don't have an Ice Stone, there's actually a guaranteed location where you can actually get the Cetitan. You want to put a waypoint right here and fly over to Castle Watchtower number 3. And then what we're going to be doing, we're just going to be climbing this wall and making our way over. So once you've made your way up, just make your way over to the waypoint, and there's actually a guaranteed Cetitan right here. I would save before you actually try and catch it, because once you knock it out, you have to wait until the day after. So save it and then encounter it, and then you want to catch your Cetitan. It will already be an ice type tera, so don't worry about that. So you've got your ice type tera, and the item we're going to be using is the shell bell. Now, to get the shell bell, we're going to be coming over to the right, and we're going to be going over to Levincia North. Once you're in Levincia North, we're going to be heading over in this direction and heading over to the Delibird shop. Once you're here, I want you to click on battle items, and then I want you to scroll down, and you can buy the shell bell for 20,000 Pokedollars. So you're going to want to go ahead and do that. Once you get out of the actual Delibird shop, I want you to turn right and head for the shop over here. It's black and green. It's got a Chansey on the front of it, and I want you to scroll down till you reach the red mints, and I want you to buy the adamant mint, which is up in attack, down in special attack. We are going to be a physical attacker. Now, the shell bell that we're going to be using on our Cetitan is an item that recovers 12.5% of our damage in health. So we're a really tanky build, and we do a lot of damage, so all of that damage is going to come back to us as health, and we're pretty much going to be almost unkillable. Now, have a look at that HP. We have 544 HP. Our EVs are going to go into HP and attack. Now, I put EVs into HP even though we had a lot of HP, because if a lot of HP is good, then more HP must be good. Now, I want you to make sure you have max IVs as well, because that could be a deciding factor in whether you win the raid or not. To get these, you want to head over to any Delibird shop. Once you're in your Delibird shop, I want you to click on general goods, and then you can buy bottle caps for 20,000 Pokedollars each. Each bottle cap equals 1 perfect IV, so you're going to need a total of 5 of these, because we don't need special attack to get your Cetitan to the best it can be. After you have your 5 bottle caps, just head over to Montenevera. Once you're in Montenevera, we're going to be heading in this direction and speaking to the person with the Abomasnow. He will hyper train your Pokemon, and then you want to click on your Cetitan and then click on bottle caps, and then you want to max your HP, your attack, your defense, your special defense, and your speed. Once you've done this, you're going to need an ability patch. The reason we're going to need an ability patch is because we're using the ability Sheer Force. What this does is it removes any additional effects from the Pokemon's moves, but it increases all our power by 30%. Now, that 30% is a lot of damage. So our Ice Spinner that's on 80 damage, 100 accuracy, it does have an added effect which destroys all terrain. It removes that effect, so it no longer destroys the terrain that's on the field, but it will do 104 power instead of 100 power. So you're going to want to get that ability patch and use it on your Cetitan. Now, the moves we're going to be using on our Cetitan are Ice Spinner, Belly Drum, Amnesia, and Snowscape. Ice Spinner is going to be our main damaging move. It's going to do a lot of damage, especially when it's upgraded by Belly Drum, which is what we're going to use at the start of every raid. This cuts our HP in half, but then it maximizes our attack, and Ice Spinner will do a lot of damage after this. And we actually have quite high attack, considering we have 544 HP. And then we have Amnesia. This raises our special defense by 2 stages, and that way those special attackers aren't going to do nearly as much damage to us. And to deal with physical attackers, we have Snowscape. This lasts 5 turns, and it increases our defense by 50% because we are an ice type. Now, Ice Spinner and Amnesia we learn from level up, so you don't need to worry about those 2 moves. But Snowscape and Belly Drum aren't as easy to get. Snowscape is a TM and Belly Drum is an egg move. So I'll show you where to get Snowscape first. If you don't know where to get TMs, just go to any Pokemon Center. It's the green section. It is the TM machine. We're going to be going over to ice types, and it's going to be TM 52. We're going to need 3,000 League Points, 3 Snova Berries, 3 Delibird parcels, and 3 Snomthreads to get this. Now, you can pretty much find all these Pokemon on the Glissadon Mountain. I'll show you right now where to find them. Let's go get them. Now, we're in Montenevera, so what I'm going to do from the Pokemon Center is I'm just going to turn right here, and there'll be a snow path. Go down the snow path, and you will find your Snova. And you want to take out that Snova to get your Snova Berries. And then if you head over to Glissadon Gym and make your way down the path, you will eventually run into a Delibird, and that's where you're going to find those. So you want to take them out to get your Delibird Delibird parcels. And then if you come to this area right around here, you can head over to Glacado Gym and make your way down the mountain. About halfway down is going to be where you find your Snoms. They are very small though, so keep a close eye out for them and you can get your Snom thread. So now that we have our Snowscape, let's go over the Belly Drum. Now to get Belly Drum, you're going to need to come over to Cascarafa North. Once you're here, you're going to need to jump over this water and you're going to need to go inside this Delibird shop. And then you want to click on battle items and scroll down until you see the item Mirror Herb for 30,000 Pokedollars. I want you to buy that. Once you have your Mirror Herb, I want you to equip it onto your Cetitan. So I'm going to delete Belly Drum for the sake of demonstration. So I've got 3 moves now. You're going to need to have 3 moves or less to learn Belly Drum, and you're going to need to have your Cetitan hold the Mirror Herb. Next, what you need is a Pokemon that actually knows Belly Drum in your party at the same time. So for me, I'm going to use Charizard. My Charizard knows Belly Drum. And then I'm going to go out to where I can make a picnic. And then I'm just going to go into a picnic. I'm going to wait about 10 seconds so the game registers that I actually have the move. And then I'm going to come out of the picnic. Now I'm going to go on my Cetitan and look at its moves. It now has Belly Drum. So step 1, get the Mirror Herb. Step 2, have a Pokemon that knows Belly Drum. Step 3, have 3 or less moves on your Cetitan. Step 4, go into a picnic. Going to put that Charizard away. Now don't forget to put your item back on your Cetitan. You don't want to be going into the raid with a Mirror Herb on you. So I'm going to put the Shell Bell back on my Cetitan before we get into some raids. And now that we have gone over the full build, let's get into some raids. So we've run into our first 5-star raid. It's a flying type Cypher. Let's begin. So I'm not really scared of any of this thing's moves, so I'm just going to use Belly Drum on the first turn, and this will maximize our attack in exchange for half of our health. It uses Slash, does about 60 damage. We've got insane HP. I don't think any Pokemon's killing us from half health. And then we're going to use Ice Spinner. It's going to do just over half of its damage. So then it uses X Scissor. We did go back up to full health nearly with that Shell Bell effect. It removes negative effects from itself, which is fine because we didn't have any. Then nullified the stats on our side. And then it uses Focus Energy. So because we can afford to, I'm going to use Belly Drum again. It does get a critical hit and still doesn't kill us. We're on 65 health. But then it uses Swords Dance, which worries me a little bit. We're going to get another Ice Spinner off here. It does quite a lot of damage, just over half of its current shield. And we go back up to 116 health. I think it kills us here if it uses Bug Attack. So it does use Aerial Ace, which gets stabbed from the actual Tera type. So it finishes us off. We did lose a little bit of time because it finished us off. And it does get another critical hit with Slash, and it attacks first. Looks like it's a speed tie. So we're going to use Snowscape. So it uses X Scissor, does a lot less damage than it would have done because of Snowscape. And then we are going to use Ice Spinner. This will get a little bit of health back. I could have Terrestrialized then, but I was just spamming A. That's my bad. It uses Slash, gets another critical hit. We're going to use Ice Spinner, do a bit of damage, get a bit of health back, and then it shield breaks. So we use Ice Spinner again. I didn't want to Terrestrialize there in case it finished us off attacked first, and we didn't have it for when we get back, but we didn't really need it because we finished it off. And Cypher goes down. We don't get any Herb and Mystica, unfortunately, but that was a pretty good raid. We did a lot of damage first turn. We was very sustainable. Let's move on to the second raid. Now, our second raid is going to be a 5-star flying type Armorogue or Armarouge. So let's begin. This should be interesting if it has Will-O-Wisp. So we're actually going to start off this fight with Amnesia, which raises our special defense by 2 stages, and it starts off with Will-O-Wisp. This thing only has special attacks, so Amnesia is going to reduce that damage massively. It does have Nightshade though. We should still be fine. We use Belly Drum, maximize that attack. So we've got 129 health. I don't think anything finishes us off because of that Amnesia. And then it attacks us with Nightshade, and then we attack it with Ice Spinner. I didn't think it'd do too much damage because of the Will-O-Wisp, but we take it down to half health and we get some health back ourselves. Its shield should go up now. It also uses Sunny Day. It just used Sunny Day to increase them fire type moves. It does have Armor Cannon, which is a powerful fire type move. It removes negative effects from itself. I didn't think it had any. Oh, it was using weak armor, so its defense had dropped a lot. We're going to heal up here so the burn goes and we get a bit of health back. We get 200 health back and the burn goes. Let's see what it uses. It's going to use Nightshade to do a 75 damage to us. Cetitan's very bulky, especially with that HP, so Nightshade doesn't really do much to us. It attacks first on the turn after and uses Will-O-Wisp, unfortunately. I think any chance it gets, it's going to burn us. So we use Ice Spinner and it does quite a bit of damage to the shield, about a third. Its weak armor activates, and then it uses Calm Mind to increase its special attack and special defense. That shouldn't be a problem. So it uses Nightshade again. Looks like that's just its most powerful move no matter what because of the Amnesia we used. We're going to use Ice Spinner again to chip away at that shield again. The shield is nearly gone. Now hopefully it doesn't remove all our effects because I want to keep this Belly Drum for our Terror, but it does nullify all the stats on our side. That's unfortunate. I'm just going to terrestrialize and use Ice Spinner anyway. I expect it to do a decent amount of damage. So it does use Armor Cannon on us. Let's see how much damage this does. It does a lot of damage. It nearly kills us actually because it's on +1 special attack and we got our amnesia removed. It was very close and then we just finish it off with an Ice Spinner. That was a bit scary. Not the best Pokemon to be fighting with the whole Will-O-Wisp situation, cutting our attack by quite a bit, but we got it done in the end. Let's move on to the third raid. Okay, we found our third 5-star raid. It's a grass type Amoonguss. This is going to be quite the test right here. It has Spore and Foul Play, which are going to be a big problem. Let's begin. Now we're going to start off with a Belly Drum. I just don't want to get put to sleep, so I just want to do as much damage as quick as I can. Let's see what it's going to use. It's going to use Spore straight away. This is going to be one of those raids. I really don't like this thing. So we're going to heal up to get rid of that Spore. I'll get rid of the sleep, should I say. It does heal us back to full, which is great. And it uses Sludge Bomb. That's fine. And now we're going to use Ice Spinner and see how much damage we can actually do. So we've done a lot of damage, about half, if not more, of its health. And we go back to full health because of our Shell Bell. It uses Clay Smog and our attack goes back to normal. I didn't know it had Clay Smog. That could be quite a problem. And then it uses Spore without us being able to use an attack. And then it uses Grassy Terrain. So I'm actually going to leave my Pokemon asleep for now. We might have to play this one a bit smarter because of what Pokemon it is. Hopefully we do wake up next turn. We do wake up and then we use Ice Spinner. I don't want to use my heal when we're asleep until I get the Terrestrialize. It uses Clay Smog on us. I don't know why it keeps using this. Maybe it's because we use Belly Drum. It just doesn't want us to set up again. But if it keeps using Clay Smog, there's no point in us using Belly Drum. I might as well just wait until I Terrestrialize. Let's see what it uses this time. It uses Energy Ball this time. Let's see how much damage this does. So it does about 120 damage because it is a Terrestrialized grass. And now we can Terrestrialize into our Ice type, and this is where the damage is going to come from. Now, thankfully, Cetitan does a lot of damage, even without Belly Drum. I think he has 113 base attack, so let's see how much damage this does. I'm expecting it to do at least half of the shield, so it does just over half of the shield. And now we get put to sleep. Damn you, Spore. Amoonguss. If I could pick a Pokemon to never have to play again in raids, I'd pick Amoonguss. But he does give really good rewards. He drops every Herba Mystica, so you've got to take it while it's there. So we do heal to wake ourselves up. Hopefully he doesn't use Spore again. Okay, he uses Clay Smog. The Clay Smog is why this raid's still going. I can't use Belly Drum. He'll just get rid of it. He is paralyzed now, which is great, and we're going to use Ice Spinner. This will break the shield. Boom. And the shield's broke, and now we just need one more attack to finish him off. Is he going to use Foul Play here? He nullifies our stat changes on our side. That's fine. We don't have any. And now we can attack him and finish him off. So here comes one final Ice Spinner, little Beyblade. We do get poisoned from an effect Spore, but it doesn't matter because the raid's over. That felt good to be an actual Amoonguss with something that doesn't have a move or ability that prevents sleep. Having to use them heals to wake ourselves up though is terrible. Let's see if we got any Herba Mystica. We do. We get some salty Herba Mystica and an ability capsule. That build is so fun to use. The Belly Drum builds are just different level, and I suggest you try it out if you want to have a lot of fun in raids. Speaking of fun, I'm gonna put a Wo-Chien build on screen right now. It's one of the new legendary Pokemon. If you don't know how to get it, that'll be in the video too, so make sure to check that out, and I'll catch you on the next one.